Over 300,000 older Australians will lose all or some of their pension as a result of the recent changes made by the federal government, and they wouldn't be happy about that. The 50Up Club has launched a new campaign to investigate the effect of shrinking pensions, and joining us to discuss this is Christopher Zinn. Good to see you, Christopher.
Yeah, likewise.
Now, these changes, they're hurting a lot of people.
Look, potentially they do, but it's not just the pension changes which come into effect in 2017. It's really cost of living pressures, and while everyone complains about the cost of living, if you're over 50, and we're not just talking about pensioners, still people working, you tend to pay about twice as much in terms of medical expenses, 1.5 times more of your weekly budget in terms of fuel and power. So we're doing this campaign asking people so we can find out from them what are the cost of living pressures, so we can actually take that to government, to politicians, and try and get some changes.
And when you take the temperature of this particular demographic, what do you expect to uncover there?
Well, look, doubtless there is anger because some of them are doing it tough. They feel that they've paid taxes. We're seeing changes in terms of that pension eligibility that you talked about. There was some news this week from superannuation saying you actually need another 130,000 in your superannuation kitty to have a comfortable retirement. So all the time it seems the goalposts are moving, as while cost of living pressures actually increase. So,
and life gets longer, generally.
Look, longevity is a key part of it, and that's one of the reasons why you need more in the super. So it's great to be living longer, but actually, how do you do that in a sustainable way, able to pay for it?
And you know, what happens with the spending habits of retired Australians? Do they spend their cash on different types of things? Yeah,
look, as I've said, they are more exposed to those high costs, particularly medical expenses, and we've had in the past quarter we've seen medical expenses rise because of the private health insurance.
Well, private health insurance is getting very expensive, and I imagine that puts pensioners under pressure.
Yeah, and that's part of this survey we're doing. We're asking to go to 50upclub.com. Tell us what you feel about private health insurance, about changes to super, about negative gearing. There are so many things that really impact on this demographic more than others, and they're actually 1 in 3 Australians, and actually 5,000 people turn 50 every week. So there's this big demographic bubble coming through the system.
Are you expecting significant changes to negative gearing? A lot of commentators think that no government would do that.
Look, who knows? Funnily enough, when we've kind of talked to this group, we've got 120,000 people in the 50Up Club. They say that they're prepared to make some changes so the whole economy does benefit, and they're prepared to see some narrowing of negative gearing. But who knows? It's a very politically vexed issue.
It is. Thank you very much, Christopher Zinn.
My pleasure.